What is going on, gamers, and welcome back to another For Honor tutorial video. Hey, sorry again for the raspy voice, still sick, trying to get these videos out to you before I gotta get to like some family funeral stuff. But anyways, in this video I wanted to talk about the sort of etiquette and the code of conduct when it comes to For Honor and the Dueling / 2v2 Brawl playlist. So one of the things about this community that I think is really cool and respectable is that they pretty quickly kind of came up with their own code of conduct. Things you do and things you don't do, starting with the 1v1 dueling area. So in this playlist, notice I've got Revenge active, but even though there's a really good chance I could lose this fight, it's kind of down to the wire, I'm still not going to activate Revenge just because it's sort of a cheap tactic. And let me just say this, not everybody goes by this system, and there's no real pressure to do so. If you're the kind of person where anything goes that's in the game, yeah, whatever, that's totally fine. But I will just tell you that among the sort of higher tiered dueling and brawling people in the community, this is sort of the code that they adhere to. So if you want to kind of be a part of that community, this is sort of the code that most of these people abide by. So no revenge in 1v1, and then another thing in 1v1s, don't just go for the environmental kills. It's generally looked down upon in that community if you go intentionally, just continue to go for the environmental kills and throw people off ledges. Most people don't really like that. Most people in the higher tier of the dueling community will say, no, just do the actual legitimate fight. Just leave the environmental hazards out of this. And now you see like that Shigoki just going for the bridge kill there with his bum rush back break technique. So yeah, in 1v1s, don't intentionally go for the environmentals. No revenge. As far as emoting is concerned, that's sort of an iffy topic. For some people, they think that the taunting, the emotes are kind of cheeky and you shouldn't do it. Personally, emoting doesn't bother me. I think some of the emotes are cool and kind of playful, so I don't care about the emotes. I don't care about the emote spam. That is whatever to me. But I would just say, I don't know, play that one by ear. I don't excessively emote unless, you know, I'm provoked or whatever. But if they were a pretty honorable person, I generally just don't emote or just drop one emote. I don't spam it. So last thing I would say in 1v1s, don't run away. Sometimes if you've got full health and you've got them flashing, sometimes I have had guys who will do this. They will run in circles around some object and just keep juking you out until the time expires and it's a draw. They just won't engage you until the match time limit goes out, and it just drags out for several minutes, and it's really obnoxious. It had to happen to me on stream, and it came down to a draw. In the 2v2 playlist, again, you'll see this guy actually has Revenge active. Props to him. He doesn't pop it because he's not being 2v1'd. He won his first engagement. I won my first engagement. And now we're just taking each other on. And he has his Revenge active. Chooses not to use it. I win the fight. I drop a GG. You know, a good fight. And I don't emote on him or anything like that. So it is what it is. So generally, don't revenge unless you are 2v2, like in a 2v1. So if you win your engagement, you win your first 1v1 in a 2v2 environment, and then you go over and you watch your teammate. The general rule is don't interfere. Let them fight their fight and see who wins. Give your teammate the opportunity to win that engagement. And if they do, you can walk up, you can say good fight, you can emote at them, you know, say GG. But see here, these guys, they don't let me finish my one-on-one. And I have Revenge active, but I don't know, I feel scummy about it, so I'm not going to activate it. Maybe I should have since I was being 2v1, but they then just mop me up. So that's generally looked down on. You see these guys did it consistently. I actually ended up winning this fight. It was a 3-2 match, and my teammate didn't get any kills, and they 2v1'd me every time, and I ended up with a 6-0 or a 6-kill match and was able to win it out. So that definitely felt good, winning this one against the guys that consistently 2v1'd. I didn't pop my revenge, I just fought it out, stuck it out. I think at the very end, the final match, I ended up actually executing both of the guys. See, he actually runs away to bring me back to his teammate so they can 2v1. But I kind of caught the Warlord here getting a little too aggressive. He came for the the head bash on the bridge, right, as I come up to the bridge to him, and I'm able to take him out. So I get right to the edge of the bridge. He comes for the rushing head bash, and I just take advantage of it, and I actually get some health back because of it. And I'm able to go back and 1v1 the last guy. So it didn't play out the way that he wanted, and I was able to win this one out. So in the 2v2s, let them finish. If you finish your fight, let the other guys finish their fight. And if your opponent wins against your teammate, give them time to recover their stamina after the end of that fight, and then turn, acknowledge you, and then fight you. So that's sort of the etiquette there. Don't revenge unless you're being double teamed. Don't run away and just try and drag the fight out until your teammate wins their fight, so that you can 2v1 the guy that was supposed to be your man. So, and as far as emotes are concerned, in the 2v2 playlist, like I said earlier, emotes don't bother me. Some of them are fun, some of them are playful, and some of them are just downright funny. And you know, they just look silly when people do them. So I don't care about emotes, but some people do. So I guess I would just gauge your competition. If they seem playful and they're okay with that, and then emote away. But if at the end of their fights they don't emote or whatever, I mean, I don't know. Kind of do unto others, I suppose. So I don't know. It doesn't bother me. Some people get triggered by it, and I try to respect that regardless of what I believe. So sometimes I'll emote. Sometimes I'll just leave it alone if the other people aren't emoting. Maybe just drop one emote and not spam the thing. But anyways, that's kind of where I stand. So this is the sort of code of conduct in these playlists, and not everyone abides by this, and you certainly don't have to. I'm just letting you know that in the higher skilled players in the community, this is sort of the way that they conduct themselves, and I think it's a pretty honorable system. I actually kind of like that the community sort of rallied around this. I know that a lot of these people are sort of from the Dark Souls community, and I think that's sort of their background. So I think it's kind of cool, and I love sort of adhering to this system. So hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay, and let me know if you think that this honor system is a good one, and if people should adhere to it, and kind of what your thoughts are on the whole thing, and whether or not you personally abide by this. I'd actually genuinely interested to hear from you guys as to how you conduct yourself, and if this is the system you use. Feel free to add anything, guys. I hope to catch you on the battlefield.